The NBA playoff schedule was released last night, obviously on the last day of the NBA regular season. So now we are going to look into the NBA playoffs as they are starting over the weekend. Firstly, in the Eastern Conference, the Miami Heat against the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a no-brainer. Miami is simply going to sweep the Milwaukee Bucks. Even if Monte Ellis puts up 64, I was going to say 1,000. That wouldn't make sense. 64 points. Brandon Jennings could put up a triple-double. It really doesn't matter. Miami is going to advance to the next round. Carmelo Anthony, the scoring champion, and the New York Knicks against the Boston Celtics, two original NBA teams. I really like this matchup. But then you look into it even more, and it seems like forever ago when the Celtics lost Rajon Rondo to a torn ACL. Oh, yeah, and Jared Sullinger is out for the year. And Leandro Barbosa also tore his ACL. They're decimated with injuries. However, they're well rested are the Boston Celtics because Kevin Garnett, over the last 20 games, they went 7-13. Mainly because the Celtics were just trying to get into the playoffs. They rested Kevin Garnett. They rested Paul Pierce. They rested Paul Pierce for 2 games. They rested Jason Terry here and there. They have a lot of, look, it's the team with veterans. We all know that. But the Celtics are really going to have to push the Knicks and also try and shut down J.R. Smith as much as possible. A great 6-man, very streaky shooter. I like the Knicks in 6 games. Now, according to Bob Kravitz of the Indy Star, which I read today, a fantastic writer for the Indy Star, it is basically the Pacers against themselves. The Atlanta Hawks are always going to get into the playoffs. They have enough talent. But with Danny Ferry being the new GM of the Atlanta Hawks, they are going to basically get rid of the entire team. They already lost Joe Johnson going into this year, the $100 million man for some reason, Joe Johnson. The Indiana Pacers are a very good team. They're a very lengthy team. They're going to get past the Hawks. I say they get past the Hawks in 5. However, their biggest problem is that they don't have a primetime score. So that is what will limit them if they match up against the Miami Heat. Now the Nets and the Bulls. The Nets are 1-3 against the Bulls this season. Amazing how Chicago is even a 5 seed because they didn't have their best player in Derrick Rose, the former MVP. If Tom Thibodeau is not Coach of the Year, there's something wrong about the NBA, basically. Again, the Nets, 1-3. The last time they made the playoffs was, I believe, 2007. The first Brooklyn team to make the playoffs since 1956. I have the Bulls winning this one in 7 games. The Western Conference, the Thunder against the Rockets. It's entertaining and awesome to see because James Harden is the former Oklahoma City Thunder man who was traded for Kevin Martin. He wanted a max deal. He goes to Houston. Him and Jeremy Lin pair up in the backcourt. You have to think that the Rockets are going to win at least one game. There has to be that one game where Chandler Parsons goes 7-9, 8 of 10 from 3. Jeremy Lin puts up 23, 5-5, and James Harden goes for 37. So with that being said, the Thunder are going to win, but they're going to win in 5 games. Secondly, the Spurs against the Lakers. Everyone is saying that the Lakers are going to win this series. They're not going to win the series. They're going to win a few games. Ben Mankiewicz and I have a friendly wager where I said that the Lakers are absolutely going to steal at least one game. They're going to win at least one game, you have to think. Ben does not think they will win. He doesn't think they'll win anything. He thinks they'll get swept by the Spurs. You don't know if Ginobili's going to play. Tony Parker has been hurt with 3 different injuries to his body. However, I still think the Spurs win, and I believe they win in 6 games. A few more games. Denver against Golden State. I actually have Golden State winning this one in 7 games. I think the injury of Danilo Gallinari is bigger than most people actually think. A torn ACL for him. The matchup is awesome because you get to see Kenneth Faried and you get to see Ty Lawson against Steph Curry. I don't even know why I'm thinking of Costa Koufos. It's a fantastic matchup between these two. Steph Curry, the 3-point champion, I believe will outlast the Denver Nuggets. I have the Warriors winning in 7 games. That's my upset pick. Really quickly, before we go, the Clippers against Memphis. Awesome matchup once again because they went to 7 games last year. There's no love between these two teams, as many people like to say. 7 games last year. I believe they go 7 this year, but I believe that the Clippers will win in 7 games. So what do you guys think? Leave all your thoughts in the comments section below. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to 2YT Sports.